So today we are going to be choosing what month is it? June. My June TBR. Oh look, oh yeah, I forgot I've got The Last Chance Hotel. I forgot about that book. That's just too long to read. That is just... These are the books that I've chosen for my June TBR. Hello you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad to have you here. So today we are going to be choosing what month is it? June. My June TBR. Wow, this year is just flying by. So we're going to go through all my books. We're going to choose my June TBR. First of all, let's not get started on how my May TBR went. It was bad. So we're just going to pretend that month didn't happen and we're going to move straight on to June. So let's get started and have a look at the books that I have to pick from. Here we have all of my books. I also have that I'm going to add on my June TBR 2 books right here. We have Rachel's Holiday and The Vow by Barbara Avon. So those are the 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of reading, but we're going to pick some more books from my from my overall physical TBR right here. Straight off the bat, I bought this book the other day, The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, and I really want to pick this up. It is just like the perfect summer type of vibe, and I'm really looking forward to picking this up. So I'm going to add that onto my June TBR. And we have a number of other books as well. Honestly, my newer books are standing out to me. Like, I'm thinking of maybe picking up Middlemarch by George Eliot, because that is a really lovely edition. And also there's The Drink Shrink by Zoe McCann. Really interested in picking that up too, because that's supposed to be really fun. I don't know if I'm going to pick up a book to annotate, because I wanted to do some annotating last month, but I didn't get around to doing it. So for now, I'm thinking... Well, now we have 3 books on my June TBR, and I'm thinking I'm not going to add as many as I did last month, because I think that's where I went wrong. I added too many books and I just wasn't able to get through them. So, oh yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to add The Life List, because I really want to read this book, because my mum gave this to me to read. So I've talked about this like quite a lot, so I'm not going to bore you with the details on that. So I'm going to add that to my June TBR. Have a look. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got The Last Chance Hotel. I forgot about that book. Although, do I leave that for fall time? I don't know. So these books are really standing out to me. So we've got The Drink Shrink. I love this copy. It's just so delicious. And then I've also got this book, The Last Chance Hotel. I am tempted to pick this up because I've been missing autumn big time right now, and this might help me with that. So might add that. And then we've got Middlemarch by George Eliot. Oh, that's sad. I've got a scratch on the book. That's annoying. That's quite a long book though. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to add The Last Chance Hotel, because I really want to read like a cozy mystery book. So I think I'm going to add that onto my June TBR. And now we have these 2 books. Now I really want to read both of them, but I don't know which one to pick. I also realised that I have this book here, The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. This is also quite a nice edition. I was really tempted by that not that long ago. So yeah, we have like a number of interesting books to pick from, but I don't know which one. This is quite a long book though, and so are these 2 books. So I'm thinking I'm only going to pick one from these. Maybe a swig of tea will help me decide. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to pick up The Way We Live Now, and I'm going to leave these books for another TBR, because I am really excited to get to both of these. Not because they're both pink, but I think saving these for like July or August might be a really good shout. Right. I think that's it. I think that's all the books I'm going to add onto my TBR, because I don't want to add too many. So let's go through the books that I have chosen. These are the books that I've chosen for my June TBR. So to start off with, we have The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. The curiously That's just too long to read. That is just I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I was getting bored. So am I concerned that I've added this onto my TBR? Maybe a little bit, because I got bored reading the back of that book. I don't know. Anyway, I've chosen it now, so I can't go back on my word. Anyway, moving on. We have The Last Chance Hotel by Nikki Thornton. I absolutely adore The Scrumptious Cafe by her. It is one of my favourite books by far, and I do plan on picking up her other books. Seth is the downtrodden kitchen boy at the remote Last Chance Hotel, owned by the Nasty Bun family. His only friend is a black cat Nightshade, but when a strange gathering of magicians arrive for dinner, kindly Mr. Thalamus is poisoned by Seth's special dessert. A murder investigation ensues, and Seth is the main suspect. The funny thing is, he's innocent, and can he solve the mystery and clear his name, especially when with magic afoot? So this sounds really good, and I really am excited to pick this up. I think I'm probably going to pick it up sooner rather than later, because I'm itching to read this. And now we have The Life List by Laurie Nelson Spielman. I have talked about this book quite a lot on my channel because I've been wanting to read it for the last month, but I haven't got around to doing so. It's basically about a young woman who loses her mother, and for her to get her inheritance, she has to complete the life list that she made when she was 14 years old of things that she wants to do when she grows up. So yeah, in order to receive her inheritance, she has to complete this list. So there's a number of things, like 1, have a baby, 2, fall in love, and 3, perform on a big stage. So it's quite like, it's supposed to be like a wholesome, quite light-hearted book, but it starts off quite heavy, so I have struggled to get into this and to pick it back up, but I do really want to read this in the month of June. And now we have The Daisy Chain Flower Shop. I'm really interested in trying this out. Daisy is fed up with being unlucky in love, and since Mayor Kelly declared her beloved flower shop cursed in one of his infamous visions, business has been slow. Dream Harbour newcomer Elliot has been adjusting to Newtown life following his own relationship turmoil, and until now he's avoided the flower shop at all costs. If the mayor is correct, he doesn't need any more bad luck in his life. When he finds himself walking through the door of the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, he doesn't expect it to be a life-changing moment. But as the petals blossom in the sunlight, might the unluckiest woman in Dream Harbour finally find that love comes when you are least expecting it. So this looks like a really lovely, like, light-hearted book, and I'm really excited to pick this up. And the cover is just absolutely stunning. Like, I really am excited to look at this. And now we have 2 books that I have spoken about a fair bit, so I'm gonna quickly read past these. So we have Rachel's Holiday by Marianne Keyes. This is about a young woman called Rachel, and she basically ends up getting sent to rehab by her parents because of her addiction. I won't go into it too much because I don't want to be like demonetized on YouTube, but I have spoken quite a bit about this in my latest reading vlog. So I think it was my latest reading vlog. So if you want, you can check that out. I'll try and leave a link in the video right here, and you can see how I got on so far with the book. I'm like halfway through it, and it is going well. It's just a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, because Watermelon by Marianne Keyes was like I found it quite light-hearted, but this is light-hearted in some ways, but it's quite heavy, and I wasn't expecting that, but I am enjoying the book. So yeah, interested in how this is going to end. I suspect it's going to be quite emotional, so yeah, I feel myself kind of putting it off, but I do want to get this done. And now we have The Vow by Barbara Avon. I have been paid to read this book and review it, so I am really interested to see how this pans out. Back says, I'm an author. Impressive. Not really, but I epitomize the starving artist. What if I gave you everything you needed? A house, money, time. There's just one catch. Your story has to be about us falling in love. So it's a very unique kind of premise. So I'm really interested to see how this turns out. I am up to page 40 of this book. It's not too long, it's only like 200 and something pages, so I am interested to read this and see how this goes. So those are all the books on my June TBR. I am a lot more optimistic going into this month than I was the last month. I think because I've picked out books that are ones I really want to read. Like, I'm excited to pick these up more so than last month, where I added quite a lot to my TBR, but I was in a little bit of a reading slump. So interested to see how this month goes. Very excited and looking forward to it. If you've made it this far, please leave, what emoji should we leave? Please leave any of the pink emojis, that would be nice. I love pink, and I'm interested to see how this month goes. Hopefully it's more successful than last month. Let me know in the comments below what books you are reading this month. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this. I love you millions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.